All right, y'all. So I just checked my volume, so we're gonna keep this shit rolling. I hope my. Let me turn this down. I hope that creak on my chair ain't too loud. Now, I've been locked up. I've been locked up for a little bit. Okay, so I missed out on a lot of things that I probably should have missed out on. So I'm gonna hear. I'm gonna hear this out.
Oh, now Mr. Epstein's flight.
All right. Now, I've been locked up for a little bit. So there's probably some things that I should have seen that I haven't seen. This dude right here, I fuck with heavy. So I'm gonna check him out and see what he got to say about these files. Because I hear that they're doing so much to just keep them under the radar or distracting us from it. Not to say that it matters, but it is definitely an eye-opener for some of the people that I have heard in the past that is on the list. Initially, when I first seen the list, it was just speculation, probably created, wasn't really real. But I know if he's bringing it to the table, if Islam is bringing it to the table, it might be something worth noting or looking into.
Log. The records were released. You're talking about over 2,300 documents, 4 private jets. And that was between 1998 to 2020 where these flights were conducted. Shall we look at the names? Man, I can't believe this. You're talking about easily over 50 names. Some of these names I have heard of, and some of these names, of course, I have not. Let's start off with Adam Perry Lang. Second name, damn, Akon. Hope you don't get locked up. You ain't gonna be singing. Locked up. All right, next person. Alan Dershowitz. That devil. You did it, Mr. Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz, for those who don't know, was Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. He also was a man who was telling the people back then when they were pushing shots, you have no right to not receive it. And if the government wants to, they can plunge it into your arm. I said, this dude is a devil. Crazy. Alberto Pinto. Alec Baldwin. Here's one.
Now, imagine somebody just coming up to you or somebody making a proposal just saying that they wish the government could just, I mean, not wish, but they feel like the government should be able to just take you and just, that's somebody we need to watch. I think that's somebody we need to watch.
One of the Baldwins down. Alisa Rogers. Anderson Cooper. From my understanding, also gets paid very well from Pfizer. Mr. Cooper, we don't know, man. It's just your names here. It's just the names. Andrea Mitrovic. Andreas Pastrana. Huh. I believe that was the former Colombian president. Anthony Haisos. Barack.
Bro, that's the... Yo, this is the singer to one of my favorite bands. This is, if I'm correct, this is the singer to Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, why you doing stuff like that? Like, I hate, for instance, like Michael Jackson, when you hear certain things about certain people that have done well, you know, with their careers, it just takes away, it just takes away from the art. Because then it just comes down to like, have you always been like this? Or where did this shit start? And I hate for something like this to take away from the work that he has done with the band that I enjoy. But stuff like this just makes me as a person not want to listen to yo shit no more. And then I already heard he had a young girlfriend. I'm not even jumping into that, but this is not good. It's not looking good, Anthony. I never even knew his name until I heard he had a young girlfriend. But disappointed.
Anthony Haisos. Barack Obama. We don't know. And some of y'all like, see, I knew it. Just chill out. Okay, because if you didn't do that for every person I just named, then stop. You're being selective, right? We're just reading the names. Ben Affleck.
Yeah, if you ain't said that for all the names on the list, we're not here to be selective. All of these people, if this shit is true, everybody on this list deserves some type of shame or form of rebuke. Okay.
Hey, damn. Beyonce Knowles. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, we don't know. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. Some of y'all like, no. Wait. Don't react. Analyze. Think. Remember, they had a lot of fundraisers. Y'all like reason to knock it off. They're all pedophiles. Just wait a minute. They legitimately have fundraisers on the island. So again, we don't know, but it makes it hard to find out who is and who isn't because there's so many involved in this gumbo pot. Oh, it's crazy. Ben Affleck, Beyonce, Bill Clinton, he did it. God damn it, I'm gonna call it now. Mr. Clinton, I was not on that. Yes, you were on the island. Yes, there is a picture of you in Jeffrey Epstein's apartment, I believe, in New York. Have you seen this painting? I gotta look at this.
I ain't gonna lie, you can tell he's definitely biased when it comes to Clinton because he couldn't wait to get on that with him. He couldn't wait to get on bad timing with him. Like
this creepy painting of Bill Clinton sitting in a blue dress, pointing at everyone who walks in the building. Like, you next. I got you. We got you. You and the family. You're a part of it now. Like that. Have y'all seen this picture? Bill Clinton, you don't have too many alibis, sir. Bill Hammond. Oh, Bill Murray. Word. Ghostbusters. Bill Murray. Ryan Affleck. Karen Casey. Casey Wassman. Charlie Sheen. Mr. Charlie Sheen, all right. I believe there was something to do with an STD that he had, or he didn't reveal that, and I think he gave it to someone. That was a big deal. Chelsea Handler. Oh, no. Not our brother. Chris Tucker. Really? Damn, Chris. All right, man. Let's just say you was there doing comedy for a fundraiser. That I would believe. You know, they hiring black folk to come on islands and dance and sing and make people laugh. So you can probably get a pass on that, Chris. But still, we don't know. Cindy Lopez, Chris Wagner, Chrissy Teigen. Interesting. Claire Hazel, Courtney Love. Wow. Dan Schneider, David Koch, David Yorefsky, Demi Moore, Doug Band, Ed Tuttle, Ehud Barak. Interesting. Emmy Taylor, Freya Wissing, Gary Roxburgh, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is behind bars right now. She was the madam. She was recruiting the girls.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to rewind on her face, but she looked creepy. Sometimes you can just, I feel like I just have like a gift to just look at people, and just looking at people sometimes, you can just see that evilness in them. You just see the evil in them. But I really keep it going. We'll keep it going. Hold on.
For Mr. Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Glenn Dubin. Interesting. Gwen Stefani? Word? Okay. Gwendolyn Beck.
Wow, Gwen Stefani? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't seen Gwen Stefani in years. She look good. She look good. But her being associated with this list, ugh. Ooh.
Stefani? Word? Okay. Gwendolyn Beck, Heather Mann, Henry Rozovsky. Let's go to the next side of this list. Now we get into the J's, and this is gonna get interesting. James Franco. Ooh, Mr. Franco. Boy, James.
No offense, but I don't think James Franco being on that list is surprising. No offense, once again. But I don't think it's much of a coincidence that he's on that list. I think Seth, is that his name? Seth Rogen? The dude that was on Pineapple Express. I forgot his name, but he's been telling us about him for a while. Let's see. He's been telling us about him for a while, so we're gonna see.
Gunn, Jean-Luc Brunel, Jean-Michel. Gaffey. Well, of course, Jeffrey Epstein. This is his list. Jeffrey Jones. Jim Carrey. Oh, liar, Jim Carrey. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey. Fun with Dick and Jane, Jim Carrey. Ace Ventura, The Mask. Bruce Almighty, James Carrey from In Living Color. We made him famous. But you know what? He did come out and start exposing Hollywood. So we'll see, Mr. Carrey. But again, we just don't know. Jimmy Kimmel.
Wow. Jim Carrey. Last person I would expect to be on this list. I don't even know. Like he said, just speculate, just observe, and just keep an eye open, because we never know. We never know what associations these people had. These people could have had the smallest association, could have met with him on the smallest occasion, and low-key didn't have any connection with no kids or anything of the bad or the worst with Epstein. But I mean, guilty by association is a thing for a reason, which is why it is very potent and very important for you to watch who you associate yourself with, for real. Because these niggas is doing shit like this. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things, but doing this is just very top of the line unacceptable. We're gonna keep going because we just seen Jimmy Kimmel.
Carrey? Oh, liar, Jim Carrey. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey. Fun with Dick and Jane, Jim Carrey. Ace Ventura, The Mask. Bruce Almighty, James Carrey from In Living Color. We made him famous. But you know what? He did come out and start exposing Hollywood. So we'll see, Mr. Carrey. But again, we just don't know. Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah, I have my belief on that one, Mr. Kimmel. I think you for sure wasn't part of all the party and festivities. I'm pretty sure. Still, I don't know, but yeah. Joe Pagino, John Cusack, John Legend. What were you doing at Mr. Epstein? Again, now every time I see an actor or when I say comedian, a rapper, a singer, I'm assuming you were there for entertainment. I am assuming that because these were parties, most of the time parties and fundraisers. So normally if they hire one of our folks, you're the entertainment. But then again, we don't know if you did more or less than simply entertain or help to fund or sponsor. We don't know. We have no clue whatsoever. John Legend, Juan Pablo Molino, Juliette Bryant, Justin Rowland, Kathy Griffin, Katy Perry. Yep. Kevin Spacey. Yep. Kirsty Rogers, Larry Summers, Larry Vizovsky, Lawrence Krauss, Linda Pinto, Lisa Summers, Lynn Forrester, Dale Rothschild. Well, we just assume with that last name that you're sponsoring the whole thing. We don't know. Madonna G.
Hey, he fucked up about that Rothschild. He said we just gonna assume you funded the whole thing, because boy, that's a rich ass family.
Home. Mandy Ellison, Mark Collins Rector, Mark Epstein, Mark Lloyd, Marshall Mathers III. Hold up. Is that Eminem? Is indeed Eminem. Damn. Okay, hold on. Y'all threw a curveball in there. Jim Carrey was already big enough curveball, but Eminem? We have no idea. I'm just going over the names. I'm just reading these names and it's blowing my mind.
Now, Eminem, that's very pivotal. Not any different, but very pivotal. That's some of y'all favorite rapper. That's some of y'all favorite people favorite rapper. At that, I don't see my favorite rapper on the list, so good.
Let's see. Mackinda Luntz, Meryl Streep, Michelle Wolf, Naomi Campbell. We don't know. Oliver Sacks, Oprah Winfrey. There is too much smut, and your associations are too devilish, too wicked, and too evil. Too pedophilish, too disgusting, if those are words. Too disgusting. We don't know. Paula Epstein, Peter Manning, Pharrell Williams. Brother. All right. I'm doing my best not to go in on people, y'all, because, again, we don't know. These are just names, and it is, again, blowing my mind. Ray Bar.
Pharrell? Ooh. Ooh. They trying to burn us. They are trying to burn us. Honestly, it's just so many white people. Never mind. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but it's so odd to just see so many, like, I don't have to get on here and say everything.
Arzana, Ricardo Legoretta, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man himself. Interesting. Rodney Slater.
Bro, no. Wait. No, not Robert Downey Jr. You're letting me down. We forgave you so many times.
Interesting. Rodney Slater, Ron Burke, Sandy Berger, Sarah Kellen, Seth Green. Shelley Harrison, Shelley Lewis, Sophie Biddy, Stephanie Germanata, Stephen Collins, Stephen Colbert. Man, that's a lot of y'all in here. Steven Spielberg. What were you doing over there? Ooh, not only Stephen Colbert, not only Steven Spielberg, but Steven Tyler. It was known that Steven Tyler had a girl signed over to him by her very own parents, who was a teenager. I believe she was 14 or 15 when he was a heavy rock star. Her name was Julia Holcomb.
Now, before I let him continue on him, I've been hearing weird shit about him my whole life, so I hate to just throw shame on somebody without fully knowing, but it's like, I've been hearing shit about you for a while. I heard that when I was younger, so I just let him continue.
In 1975, Steven Tyler convinced the parents of Julia Holcomb, a 14-year-old groupie, to sign over the guardianship to him so that he could have her right there with him. Y'all need to make sure you look this up. See, now, the ones who are legit, we can point at actual facts that back this up. Steven Tyler, you for sure are legit on that list. Tanya Davis, Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump is on the list. Tyler Grasham, Victor Salva, Virginia Roberts. The one who was primarily behind why Jeffrey Epstein was arrested in the first place. Really? Damn, the last four names gonna get y'all. Wanda Sykes, Will Ferrell. I can't say his name last. I'm gonna leave another one for last. Will Smith. I don't believe he was there for anything like that. I truly believe he was there for the fundraising side of things, but again, we don't know because there's so much going on with everything.
I mean, hell, Jaden Smith said that his father was kissing him when he was younger in ways that he didn't like. Jaden Smith has came out a lot of different times about things that his father used to do, and there's a lot of clips and a lot of little interviews and a lot of videos that talk about it. So I don't know if we can let him slide. Let's dive into more, y'all.
And last but not least, Woody Allen. Sun Yi Previn, the wife of Woody Allen. That's crazy. So some of these folks absolutely legitimately belong on this list because they were a part of the party. They were helping to set up the party. They were the ones involved. They know. They were the ones. Some of these other ones is like, maybe they were there just for the festivities again to set up and to, or not set up, they were there just to be involved with fundraising. They were there to be involved with helping with the causes per se. But geez, man, what do y'all think about this? I want you to go ahead and comment below and you tell me which name shocked you the most? Because I've already looked at so many of these things and it blows my mind that this actually happened. And then there are so many names that are not on the list who were involved with this individual by the name of Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, now Mr. Epstein's flight log.
I'm gonna just sit here and say how I feel. I hate to see some of my favorite people that was on the list be on this list. I don't judge nobody. Actually, when it comes to kids, I take that back. When it comes to dealing with kids, there is no exception. Okay, I think morally, for me, I don't think you can forgive somebody for bothering kids. And I'm someone who tries to keep the purest of heart and tries to be just, tries to give people a chance. But when you just go so low, it's just hard to overlook it. Deep down, I just hope these people become one with themselves and fix their bad habits today. Because you gotta leave the kids alone, man. You gotta leave the kids alone. There's List Crawler, Skip the Games, Mega Personal, okay? There's so many ways and so many different resources out there for you to buy some pussy or to get a female to do anything you want. You can go to the massage parlors, okay? Pay an extra $20, get you together, all right? You didn't hear from me. But the kids, Leave them kids alone. This, I love the conspiracies. I love hopping into the whole conversation, but this ain't funny. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't amusing. This isn't funny. This isn't even entertaining. This is just, this came across me, honestly. I didn't even go looking for this, but it's sad. And when it's that time, hopefully, I don't know. There's no excuse for this shit. Just leave the fucking kids alone.